You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, ABC soap opera fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and we have got your weekly edition of General Hospital comings and goings. Everybody you need to know that is in and out at the ABC soap opera, why they're leaving, and what to expect. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our General Hospital updates on casting news, spoilers, everything you need to know about GH so you can stay up to date. Now, let's dig into these comings and goings. So, next week, a body is found. And the big question is, who is this body? Because that's obviously someone who is out at the show. Now, if you recall, Spencer Cassadine was on the Haunted Star with Victor Cassadine, and they were fighting about the container of pathogen when the drone strike came through from the WSB and the ship blew up. So we're going to be left with the question, is Spencer dead or alive? Is it Victor? Well, I can tell you that Victor Cassadine is done. Charles Shaughnessy is out. He confirmed that they gave him a great villain exit, and it looks like he is going to be the body. And just if you were worried that Spencer Cassadine might be leaving and Nicholas Chavez is done, he's not done. He's not going anywhere. They may have some kind of, oh, will we find him or not? But it's going to be Victor and his henchmen that are dead meat. They are all gone. So all the various actors playing the Cassadine goons are also out. And Charles Shaughnessy is definitely gone, which he confirmed that he had finished his run as Victor and said he got a great villain exit. And he did that thing that villains do where you knock them out, but you don't make sure they're dead, and then they disappear. And then, of course, they had to go, and Spencer had to confront him. So everybody's going to be really worried about Spencer. And we may have a few days where everybody's wondering, oh, is Spencer Cassadine gone? Nah, he's not gone. He'll be back. However, Emma Samms is probably not staying too much longer as Holly Sutton. She was only back for a short arc, and that was for her to let Victor know that she's the reason that his Wee Willie Winky wasn't working, which was great that she told him that right before he died. And she wanted to make sure he could never have another heir, and she did a good job with that. But Emma Samms won't stick around for too long, and Robert Scorpio is falling for Diane Miller, and there are some official General Hospital spoilers for next week that say that Robert Scorpio looks to someone for romantic advice. I personally am wondering if Robert is going to ask Holly for advice about Diane, because it's clear that Holly is not staying. She's not rejoining the cast. This was a short character arc, a short return. There are spoilers for her next week, but then I fully expect that they're going to announce that she is going to go reunite with her son Ethan, and then we're going to see the last of Emma Samms very soon, at least for now. However, Tracy Quartermaine looks like she's going to stick around a little longer. We've got spoilers all week long for her, so if you were worried that Jane Elliot was going to exit at the same time as Victor and Holly and these other people, no, Tracy will stay a little longer. However, she's not back for good. She is back for an arc. Also, Real Andrews is back as Marcus Taggert, and that's in time for his daughter Trina Robinson's return back to Port Charles. Of course, Taggert and Curtis Ashford are stuck with this dilemma because Portia was having an affair with Curtis. And of course, Curtis didn't really know she was married, and then they broke it off when he found out. But the bottom line is that Taggert raised Trina, assuming that was his daughter, but it seems like sooner rather than later, Trina and Curtis are going to get that DNA test, and my money is on that we are going to find out that Curtis is her biological father, but Taggert is the guy who raised her. That's the one she sees as her daddy, so she's going to have two dads. But it'll be excited to see Real Andrews back as Taggert. Also gone from the villainous arc that was happening up in Greenland is Helena Cassadine. Remember, she showed up to torment her not-so-beloved son, Valentin Cassadine. His awful father, Victor, shot him full of the pathogen, and he was having the bleeds, and he was having these horrible hallucinations. And so, of course, his wicked mom, Helena, showed up, and she said some hurtful things, because if you remember from several years back when they first cast Valentin, and they had those backstories of him back when he was handicapped and his back was all deformed before he got the corrective surgeries, that it was really sad, and his mom rejected him because he wasn't this physically perfect specimen that she expected the Cassadines to be. And so that was the kind of horrible stuff that Helena was saying to him. She even called him twisted. I think she called him crippled. She said horrible things. Of course, Helena wasn't really there. That was all a figment of his imagination. So that was some insight into how Valentin believes that his mother sees him, but certainly that's the kind of thing she would have told him also, because she was truly terrible. But gosh, wasn't it great to have Constance Towers back on General Hospital? She always does such a dynamite job. You know, it's been a few years. I'm trying to think the last time they brought her back. I know they had her in some hallucination scenes with, oh gosh, maybe when Billy Miller was on there as Drew Kane. I remember some scenes that were looking back with her. And we've had several flashbacks. There was also when years ago, when was it Jake who was doing that magic number at the nurses' ball, and they were supposed to be setting off some, I don't know, apocalypse virus, another one of those magic bad boxes that they had. And she was back for that, because she had brainwashed Jake when she had held him captive for all those years. So it's great to see her come, and it's hard to see her go, because gosh, Helena Cassadine is one of those fantastic villains that every time she comes back, she just makes everybody's skin crawl. Constance Towers is a consummate actress and such a talent. So the quick rundown for General Hospital comings and goings this week includes Victor and his henchmen's gone and dead, Holly leaving soon, Tracy sticking around, Riel Andrews coming back as Taggert, and Helena saying goodbye. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our General Hospital updates. And we still have, mind you, like 2 full weeks, closer to 3 full weeks of sweeps left. So don't miss anything. Don't miss any episodes of General Hospital. And even though this storyline is ended, there's lots more plot ahead.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.